So we're living through what might be the greatest accumulation window in financial history, and most people won't realize it until it's long gone. Fear is loud, narratives are confusing, but the wealth transfer is happening right now, and it's very real. Let's dive right into it. So diving right into it here, we have Bitcoin Santa rally starting at 89K. It's a question mark. Taking a look at this article, 5 things to know in Bitcoin this week. Now, people are paying attention to this week, and really what they're looking for, if we look at the charts, it's a bounce or break scenario. Again, are we going to bounce off of this counter trend line that we see pulling back, or we're going to break? This is the third time we've reached that point. I want to preface that. Typically, we see 3 times in TA land. Third time is decision time. We'll go up, come down, go up, come down. As you can see, 1, 2, 3. This is the third time. So it's decision time. We're going to head towards 77, or we're going to break above and do a continuation. So typically, by the time public wakes up, the window's already closed. That's what we've been saying. But when we see setups like this appear, they're saying that setups like this are typically once every decade. So looking at the Fibonacci levels, you see the W forming without the fibs. You can see the W forming. Looking at that time frame, looks like they're on the 1 hour time frame. So you see the double W, and you see the neckline broken. Comes back, retests the neckline to continue upwards. But now we're pulled back to 90 again. Really just indecision. That's where we're at. Indecision. We can almost move some of these levels just to keep it clean and just keep it simple. Like, this is where we're at, right? This is where we're at, and we need a break or a bounce to really understand what is going on in the markets, strictly from a price action standpoint. So Bitcoin Santa rally, we see what's going on. We had a breakout, right? But levels need to be broken to the upside for anyone to change their bias at this point. As you've seen over the past 60, 90 days, it's been up, down, bullish news, a tweet comes out, everything collapses, black swan events. We've seen it all over the past 90 days, and that's okay. That's okay, because really the ones that hold through the nonsense, the ones that hold through the noise, are typically the ones who enjoy the reward, for sure. So next up, XRP making headlines again. XRP bulls grow louder. What will spark a breakout towards 265? Looking here at XRP, pull back to 206. Everyone's freaking out. Some people are even waiting for it to go under $2 again. And typically that's when it doesn't happen. Typically when you're waiting for it is when you'll see price do the exact opposite, right? There are some occasions when you hit it, you get it, right? Especially if everything tanks, you're able to scoop up. But usually that timing is pretty whacked out. So more cases than not, you do see the best positions are found from those who are accumulating and dollar cost averaging no matter what. So definitely something that we're doing for sure. And looking at XRP analysts, they're saying investors pour in XRP investment products. They're talking about that ETF product that launched, did amazing, huge. XRP, I think XRP cleared $1 billion in less than 4 weeks. So people are desiring this product, no matter what anyone's saying. And I get my Bitcoin maximalist friends can't stand it. But one thing I was thinking about the other day is, if it's Bitcoin only, how does that even work? Right? If you want something that's fast, scalable, that's not Bitcoin. So it's not really going to be a world where it's Bitcoin only. To utilize, you can't use the Bitcoin network for payment rails. It's just not happening, right? And I truly believe my Bitcoin maximalist friends know this, right? But their portfolio so switched over to Bitcoin, they have to keep pushing Bitcoin only, right? And we know Bitcoin's scarce, right? But altcoins and really positioning yourself with high quality altcoins, essentially gets you that Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin is wealth preservation. You're not running payment rails on Bitcoin. I hate to say it. All right. You're not going to the store and spending your Bitcoin. If it's truly the most scarce asset on the planet, you're not going to be using that to buy some coffee. You're just not going to. So I hate to say it. And I know my Bitcoin friends Bitcoin maximalist friends in particular, are going to really have a problem with it, but I just don't see it anymore. How? You have XRP that is literally positioning themselves to be the BlackRock of crypto. Look at the acquisitions. Look at the company acquisitions, right? Look at the undisclosed partnerships that are under NDA. Look at the network, how fast it is, right? Only 100 billion tokens ever. And you see what's happening in Japan right now with the Bank of Japan, with the interest rate in the carry trade. Everything's lining up for XRP. Love it or hate it. And we're seeing that with the ETFs. Looking at the weekend flows, the week flows, 244.7 weekend flows. And looking at MTD flows, right, in comparison to the week flows, it's crazy. XRP's in the mix. There's no longer a question of if people want exposure with XRP. People believe in this product. For 15 days straight, they're seeing here every US spot XRP ETF printed green inflows, pushing the total asset close to $900 million. It said as of now, it cleared $1 billion. And here you're seeing that this kind of accumulation you usually see before a narrative shift. So they're accumulating. It's happening, right? It's happening. And people are going bullish on this. Here you're seeing XRP is even stronger. 72% long, 28% short. Be careful with the leverage. Be careful with the leverage. Because typically when the market knows this and it's public, they're going to clear you guys out. Just be careful. XRP symmetrical triangle. That looks good. Really clean TA right here for sure. Very clean TA. I love how there's not a lot of stuff going on. The EMAs could go away, but clean trend lines there showing direction with the symmetrical triangle on the 1 hour time frame. Would love to see more confirmation on the higher time frames. You can take a look real quick because I know you guys are going to ask. We'll take a look here. We see on the daily time frame a little bit of an inverted head and shoulders. We want to see $2.30 clear before you make any decisions directionally. You see that this level of support would be pretty much right here and pretty much ranging. So you can see you have this spike down still. That's the last black swan event, we want to call it. Crash down. That would have been a great accumulation. Be able to accumulate about $1.20. Bounce back up and has been ranging ever since, but also trending down a little bit. We'd love to see more confirmation on the daily time frame. Be careful on the 1 hour. Things can change quickly in crypto, as you know. Next up, the SEC ends Biden era probe in the tokenized equity platform Ondo Finance. As you can see, a ton of shifts when it comes to the public, and it becomes the government regulators accepting crypto. We're seeing this all over. Okay, so we're seeing everything line up, right? Despite your cousin and your aunt and your coworkers saying they're not touching that crypto stuff, we're seeing accumulation. And the difference between now and before is you can't hide it, right? It's public now. The .com boom, it was private. Like, most people didn't really know that you had to know somebody, and you had to get, like, this is the doors open for anyone who wants exposure. Anyone that wants to buy crypto can buy it, and you have the opportunity right here. So the SEC ends another probe into Ondo, and we see here Ondo announced that the SEC formally closed a confidential Biden investigation into Ondo without any charges. The inquiry began in 2024, focused on whether Ondo's tokenization of certain real-world assets complied with federal securities laws, as well as whether Ondo token was a security. The investigation came during a period of aggressive scrutiny of digital asset firms. when Ondo's rapid growth in tokenized treasuries made it one of the earliest, most visible innovators in the category. So we're seeing everything get dropped, right? We're seeing adoption being embraced, and setups like this, where we see the writing on the wall, that's when we're talking about this only happens every once in a lifetime, right? Think about it. The dot-com boom was in the early 90s. We're in 2025. That's 30 years. It's 30 years where you had an opportunity to get ahead. You had an opportunity to get some skin in the game and at least get some exposure for ultimate price action, for ultimate appreciation that could potentially change your life. This is the shift that we're talking about now. This is a shift that everyone is either not interested in or, very interested in. There's not really any middle ground because, even me, I have a friend, I told him about crypto, right? He's heavy in the real estate game, killing it with real estate. I tell him about crypto and he's kind of interested, but not really interested enough to commit and pull the trigger and invest, right? But those people and the people that are not interested at all are going to be the ones that miss out on a major opportunity. We're seeing it on the wall. We're seeing the writing on the wall. Imagine when BlackRock announces they're launching an XRP ETF. That is the moment, right? So in closing, I would say for this video, don't sleep on the moment millions will regret missing. Decide which side of history you want to be on. You want to be on the side of history that invested in crypto and were able to take advantage of their dot-com boom, their dot-com era. Or you want to be on the other side where they had the opportunity, they heard about it, did nothing, and now you're scraping to accumulate at crazy prices when you could have accumulated at pennies in comparison. So guys, definitely wanted to give you some value and show you the opportunity at hand and show you the shift that we're seeing globally. Hope you guys got some value out of this video. Keep moving forward in everything that you do. We'll see you soon.